Hi, my name's Indigo, and I'm from Brisbane, Australia, and I'm the co-convener of the Asian Australian Film Forum and Network with Amadeo Marquez-Perez. And I am of Vietnamese Australian. My background is that I was adopted from a Vietnamese orphanage to an Australian family, and yeah, that's a bit of my identity. So being Australian today is just such a multifaceted identity. I don't I don't think anyone sort of wants to let go of maybe Australian values that are more traditional, like mateship and having that feeling of egalitarianism. Vietnamese Australians, have a particular place in history as the sort of introduction, really, of a lot of Asian faces on the streets of Australia. There's always been a long history of, say, Chinese migration and migration, obviously, of the first fleet. So, unless you're Indigenous, we're all migrants. But when I was younger, it was very unusual for non-Asian people to meet Vietnamese people, and now, Vietnamese people are a part of popular culture. You have people like Luke Nguyen, with his cooking shows on. He's a household name. You have people like Anne Doe, who wrote The Happiest Refugee, who is once again a household name, and his book outsold a former prime minister's memoirs. So it's usually quite tokenistic when you see an Asian on the screen in Australia. Whereas in America and the UK, they're still fighting the same issues, but they definitely have more representation. And you just even look at police dramas in the UK, and there'll be at least two characters that are just a policeman or a judge or something that just happens to be of Asian background. Australia, on the other hand, still I think casts through stereotypes when Asians get a gig. And Annette Chanwa, who was our keynote speaker at our first event, really cleverly pointed out that we get to be waiters, we get to be maybe bar girls, or they're generally like sort of not mainstream characters. Well, the Asian Australian Film Festival is, a newish project. We're a community-based project that I do with Amadeo Marquez-Perez, where, we're really just trying to get Asian Australian storytellers together and say, what are our stories? Who's letting us tell our stories? In what way? What are the resources? If you just snap on the TV, it's very hard to find the diversity that you will see in the street or in your workplace or in your school on the screen. And so the Asian Australian Film Forum is saying, look, there's definitely the talent out there, there's the stories out there, and there are the resources.